Hello and welcome to another video from T.W White Sons. Okay, here we have today 2018 on an 18 plate Jaguar XE. This is the 2-litre diesel engine in R Sport specification, has an 8-speed automatic gearbox and in a lovely light silver with a dark leather interior. Now we took this car in part exchange. Actually came in against a Ford Focus. The customer in question was buying a car for his son to learn to drive in. I think he may have just passed his test actually, and wasn't able to get insured on this. And naturally, you kind of expect that for a quite decent specification Jaguar. And yeah, part exchanged it for the Ford and delivered the car to us this weekend. That's in wonderful condition. There's a couple of very small marks on it, which I will show you as we go round. A couple of tiny bits on the front bumper corner edges, but very minor. And the specification is lovely. If I could convince my wife that I need a Jaguar saloon right now, I think I'd be parting with my own money for this car. It's lovely. It's really got under my skin. Thought when it arrived at the dealership, it's a stunning looking thing, really well proportioned. It's not like a giant saloon car, but it's a really decent size. You get a nice boot and plenty of space in the back, but lovely to see it in a nice colour combination. And the condition's wonderful. It drives absolutely beautifully, as you'd expect a Jaguar to do so. But the 180 PS diesel engine's got plenty of grunt low down. The 8-speed gearbox is sort of lightning fast changes. You think when you think about having 8 forward gears that it's going to be changing gear all the time, but the changes are so seamless you don't really feel it. And it's got an incredible amount of power. Feels very sprightly on the road, doesn't feel like a big heavy saloon car, and feels like a hatchback to drive, to be honest with you. Yeah, again, the spec level's lovely. I'll show you as much of that as I can as we go round, but conscious the previous owner did sort of tell me about the spec and how he ordered it when it was a business car, and that included upgrades to the alloy wheels, which you can see here, the black leather interior, a Meridian audio system. The sound system in this car is incredible. And a couple of other bits as well, but stunning looking car, and I'll show you as much of it as I can as we walk round. Now we supply all of our cars with 2 keys, they're serviced as required. You'll see here it's got reversing camera as well as sensors front and back. Really good amount of boot space actually, sort of extra width section here, so you can get whatever you might need to in there. Car does run AdBlue. If you've not had a diesel car with AdBlue before, the vehicle is a Euro 6 diesel engine, which for those in the south means you don't have to pay the ultra low emission zone charge, and AdBlue is part of that, and you can buy AdBlue from most petrol stations now and top it up as you need. These lovely diamond cut alloy wheels. Love the red Jaguar badge in the centre there. Looks really smart. Really finishes the car off nicely. Given that you've got that silver exterior colour, it stands out very well. Absolutely stunning black leather interior. We had another XE in stock quite recently, and it had like a navy blue leather, and I've got to admit I wasn't sold on it personally. The more I saw it, I actually started to like it, but the black leather, I think, to me just really finishes the car off well. You've got climate control in the back here as well, of course all electric windows, keyless entry, and what I do like is those R Sport branded scuff plates, which actually look like new, don't look like they've had feet dragged across them or anything like that. Controls for power mirrors and windows there. Jump in the car. Car's covered just a little over 33,000 miles. You can see there 33,597. Going to start the car up. It's a push button start. You get this sort of pulsating red light on here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera with it flashing, but it looks really cool. Just tap that once. Gear stick comes out of there, like all Jaguars and Land Rovers do now, but I think that looks really nice. Yeah, the instrument clusters look very smart. They've got the ability to, when you flick between the driving modes, illuminate differently. And I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up on the camera, but just down here you've got like a driving mode function, and if you put it into the sport setting or dynamic setting, everything changes to red, which I think looks really cool. Nice little touch that, and that sharpens up your throttle response and gets the car to hold on to the gear for a little bit longer as well, so makes for a slightly sharper drive. You've got this giant multimedia screen in the centre here. Hopefully the camera does it justice. It's a massive panel. It's all touchscreen. You've got hands-free phone in there, navigation. This is where you have your reversing camera clicked on as well. So the moment you put it into reverse, you see that come on at the same time. Like I said, it has hands-free phone, DAB digital radio and all the various audio options, all controlled down here. So you can go into navigation, go into phone, go into music from here as well. But it looks really, really nice. And it's just a really nice crystal clear display and very intuitive, very user friendly if you want to flick between your sources and everything. Really, really nice. You've got climate control panel down here, which include all important heated seats. If you go on to turn them on the screen there, you can see you get this little display come up, so you click on it and the seat goes red to tell you that it's on. Again, little touches. I just think it's a really, really nice and easy to use system. You have also got all important heated front windscreen. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if I look up here, you can just make out all those wavy lines on the screen. There we go, got the camera to focus. It's an absolute game changer for the weather we're experiencing at the moment. It's coming towards the end of January now, so the frost this morning, I would have liked that on my own car, to be honest with you. Dial for the gear stick, you just make your selections on here as you flick through between drive, and then you've got a sport setting there as well. Again, gets you to hold on to the gear for a bit longer. You do have paddle shift with this car as well. So just behind the steering wheel there, you've got a paddle to go down a gear, another to go up. Driving mode functions, which I went through here, traction control, and you've got an electronic handbrake as well. If you've not used one of those, you just have to have your foot on the brake, press it down to take it off, lift it back up to put it on. It really is that simple. Mentioned earlier in the video, we supply all of our cars with 2 keys, came with the 2 keys from the customer that we would expect. And I'm just going to turn car off. You have got other functions on here which I haven't gone through, things like cruise control, all important actually, heated steering wheel. It's a really nice steering wheel actually. It feels like a bit chunky and it feels like it's made of a really nice quality leather as well. But yeah, interior of the car is lovely. I mentioned earlier in the video as well, one of the specification upgrades that the customer optioned for the car was Meridian audio. For us in the Mazda world, we're a Mazda main dealer. That would be a 10-speaker Bose stereo, but Meridian audio is kind of the equivalent of that, I guess. But it really is an incredible sound system. Yeah, it's got a sort of perfect amount of bass. There's no distortion or anything. The sound quality is unbelievable. It really is very, very good. And of course, you have the updated xenon or LED headlights. They look very, very smart, and yeah, make a little bit less strain on your eyes at night time. The car will be supplied with a 12-month parts and labour warranty. That's included in the advertised cost of the car. I did mention earlier in the video there's a couple of very small marks on the front bumper corners. I will show you that. Just a tiny little scratch down there. We're going to have that attended to. And there is another little one just on this bumper corner as well, which is like a really small drag line. It's only just broken the paint. It looks a lot worse than it is, but we will have that done. So if you see that in the photos, and think that's something that you wouldn't be happy with, we will be doing that before it leaves us. It's just a sign of the times really, with the way things are with used cars at the moment. We have to get them advertised as soon as we can. So yeah, those things will be done before the car leaves us. It'll go through our workshop as well. We are a Mazda main dealer, but we offer nationwide delivery, so if you're not local to us, we can get the car to you. And we offer full finance facilities, as well as some very competitive part exchange prices. So if you are thinking of selling your existing car, do let us know and do give us a try. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions, pick up the phone to us. We hope to hear from you soon. Cheers then. Bye.